Hello and welcome back to the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. We're resuming the action on the 12th hole. Let's make a move. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. That's disappointing. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And this putt to move into the top 20. Putting for a par here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh, that almost went down. This putt for par here. And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
That'll hurt the momentum. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. In the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Here's Tony Finau. 3 behind our leader. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Sitting at a couple of shots over par. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Sitting at a couple over for the day. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Oh, Luke, that was a stonker there.
This is his second shot.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Going with the 5-iron here. I'm pretty sure that's not how he saw that one playing out. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. And he's down there.
A nice helping hand he's going to get from this wind.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
This putt is of 9 feet. He now has this for the double bogey. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. The finishing hole at TPC Louisiana, in my opinion, Rich, is a great one because, again, you can have anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in 2. However, you got to be careful to, A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Three over par. So close. It's just about 3 feet away. And his round will conclude with a par today. And there you have it. I'll be pleased with that, just sneaking through the cut line.
Absolutely. It's always nice, good feeling to make the cut. Some weeks you just don't quite have your A game, but making the cut, always a positive sign.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Now looking at the leaderboard, and it's Xander Schauffele at the very top. He's leading the event by 1 as we get into this final round of action here on 2K Sports. Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. And let's see what he can do here today.
Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here on the first. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Putting for birdie. John, what's the line on this putt?
Looks like it's going left to right on this putt.
This one's online. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
Great shot. He's setting up for his second shot.
Went straight down.
Playing this shot from the sand. Was on a good line. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice up and down there out of the bunker for the birdie. Way to go.
Here we are at the third hole, a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 19 feet to the cup. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Ooh, little downhill left to righter here.
I like the pace on this putt.
Getting better.
Oh, painfully close. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Xander Schauffele currently leading the field here. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say. Feeling strong, going for less club.
This looks to be a great golf shot. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Ooh. Putting for a par now. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. Time for the second shot here at the 6th.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
How good was that putt? And with that, he moves to 1 under par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Second shot here on the 7th. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And a chance here to move inside the top 10 in the standings. Back-to-back birdies for this player.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
He finds himself in a share of 10th place. On the tee now with the par 4 8th. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at 2 under.
Yeah, his golf ball is sailing right of this one.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Big par saver coming up for this fella. And this one will be for bogey. And it's Xander Schauffele in top spot as we move to the next. We have a par 3 on this one. This is his second shot. 5 shots off the pace. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
This putt, it's to save the par.
And as we step onto the 10th tee, Rich, always good to look back at the 9 holes just played.
Well, this has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go. Some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
Setting up in the first cut. Outstanding approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
If he holds this, he'll tie with Tony.
Not a bad line, this. A well hold. He'll take the birdie. And he moves to 3 under with that one. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That tee shot looks pretty good. Well, there he is, Rich, the lovable Tony Finau. He really is a fan favourite, and once again, he shows us why.
You know, what you don't see sometimes about Tony Finau is how intense of a competitor he truly is. You know, he might be all smiles out there on the golf course, walking around, looks like he's enjoying himself, which he is, but deep down, he wants to bury you. And not just bury you a little bit. He wants to take out that shovel and just keep on digging, baby. He is really one of these competitors out there that you don't see it, but you know that, oh, no, Tony Finau, I got to go up against that guy. Ooh, you know, and he smiles at you in ways, you know, but, yeah, no, he's a heck of a competitor.
Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Nicely done.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, that would have been nice to make. And that should secure the par on this one. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Handy effort, that one. Second shot here on the 13th. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This putt will be breaking hard to the right.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. On the tee here, the par 3 14th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Needs to make a move soon. Oh, absolutely flushed. This, the second on the leaderboard.
Yes, and with just 4 holes to go, this could be an interesting finish.
Go on, get in the hole. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
Yeah, grinding it out there, slowly but surely moving up that leaderboard.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. This putt really needs to drop for him.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's disappointing. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all coming down the final few.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Now, this is a good opportunity for him. Get this one up and down and get into a share of top spot.
Nothing like a little pressure to make it interesting, is it?
Not bad. High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead.
And only 2 holes to go afterwards, Luke. Big opportunity.
Heading to the next hole, this player is currently tied for a share of the lead with Xander Schauffele. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Big, sweeping, hooking putt.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome. 3 feet to go here to the hole. He's currently tied for first. Here we go, Rich. The lucky last hole. And this player is tied for first place.
Comes down to this final hole. Would not shock me whatsoever to see this go into a playoff.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. His second shot here. He shares top spot. That's a good looking shot there.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Just going to cruise on down to the left-hand side.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. Well, this player will now wait nervously in the clubhouse for the rest of the field to finish. Currently tied for first.
He'll be sitting around waiting anxiously to see exactly how this thing plays out.
Well, Rich, that looked like that was going to be an epic comeback, but in the end, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Luke, always fun to watch a player get hot in the final round. Unfortunately, didn't continue all the way through, not getting the victory, but still lots of positives on the day.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Time now for the opening round of the Falcon Open. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Thanks for joining us today. We've got an incredible day of golf ahead. This one is right down the pipe. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently 1 under for the event. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, in his on-course report. What will the Salem Creek Country Club be serving up the players this week?
All right, let's talk about Salem Creek Country Club. This course is built on some of the more undulating land that I've seen in my days on a golf course. Lots of fairway width, however. The greens here come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and the greens have a lot of movement. So I got to say, it's so fun to play, even with all the undulating, dramatic terrain. It's a little unpredictable at times, but I think overall we're going to have a fun week here at Salem Creek Country Club.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This one is for par.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Stepping onto the tee now of the par 5 third hole. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. This is his second shot. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Lining up here from a long way away. And he's down there. You got a read?
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
A bit long on that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
An opportunity for a birdie here. And that putt will end up short. A 3 putt for par. That's tough going. He's currently tied for second. And now onto the par 3 fourth hole. Going with the 5-iron here. And he's safely on the green. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Oh, what a stroke. There it is. And that'll move him to 2 under par. This effort from Tony Finau just a short time ago. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And that makes him tied for first.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4. Oh, well done. Playing up to an elevated green here. Oh, that looked good in the air. and now looks great on the ground. Just a 4-footer remaining.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. It's time for a one-shotter. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. This took place just a short time ago. There's some wonderful shots being played by a number of players. Let's take a look at this one. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And as we head to the next tee, our featured player leads by 2. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Nicely done. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 2nd.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. This one should find the rough. Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. A chance to move to 5 under par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
And from long range here.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. We've arrived now on the 8th hole, the par 4. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Well, he made an explosive start to his professional career, put a couple of majors already in the kit bag. He's clean cut, he's fresh, he flushes his irons. There's a lot to like about Colin Morikawa, isn't there?
There is. I mean, straight out of college, winning early before he even had his PGA Tour card. And you're like, you know what? This guy's got some game. And then as we quickly found out, major championships later, he's got a lot of game. And, you know, it looks like he's, I wouldn't say robotic, because that's not the right word. He's tenacious in what he does, but it looks the same the entire time. But inside, his gears are working. He's really out there hitting different shots, different targets, working the ball, you know, usually left to right, you know, a 5-yard or a 6-yard. I mean, he's that exacting. He's one of those players you look at and you're going, no, I don't want to play with him. No, don't put him near the lead with me. No, stop that.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And a chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
That's a good-looking putt, that.
He's done a nice job there.
And that for par. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
Wow, that was just striped. It's time for another highlight. This time we head to the 16th. Tony Finau with a fantastic shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? There's a lot of players out on tour that it's impossible to cheer against, but Tony Finau has to stand at the highest, doesn't he? He's a family man, he's a fun guy, he loves to dance, he's got a groove, he's got a swagger about him, and here he is once again delighting the fans.
Who says nice guys don't finish first has never met Tony Finau. Probably the most well-liked man on the PGA Tour. If you don't like Tony Finau, then I don't like you. Right? I mean, he's just this great character. I mean, and you see the smiles, but you know underneath, ooh, he wants to rip your heart out. He's got more passion for the game, I think, than anybody out there. And you can see it. You can see the intensity when he's hitting the shot. But as soon as it's over with, it's just all smiles once again. I can't say enough great things about this man. I love him to tears. And I'm always rooting for him. He's a guy that I want to root. I want to see him win more and more and more.
In the bunker, off the tee, got to make up for a mistake. That one is up, but not close enough to the hole. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
He sits in first position. The 12th hole is a par 4. An elevated shot always looks nice, doesn't it? This one's heading left, I think. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going left to right.
So close. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. Teeing off now on this par 3.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
35 foot from the hole.
Looking good.
Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Rich, I love it when we get to break from play just to take a look at some great highlights.
And this is a great opportunity, a great look from long range.
Well, that'll take a little anxiety out of the next one. Beautifully judged. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader has built a 3-shot par for here as we head over to the next. Time to face a par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, that looks like it caught the downslope there. That one's going to run a long way. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 4th.
Ah, what a shot from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. He's setting up for his second shot.
Wind coming right at him.
Okay, that'll work. Ooh, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left to right putt.
Put a good stroke on this one. This is tracking. Oh, that's so cruel. Par putt coming up here. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3. Hole number 15 is a par 5. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back.
Looking great so far out the rough.
A 7-footer right here.
A great birdie chance here.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And that takes him to 6 under. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa from moments ago. Lining up for his 3rd now. Let's return to live play now. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Going with the 6-iron here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one's going pretty hard to the right.
Ooh. Ooh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee of the 17th, it's a par 5. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is a nice confidence booster. Downhill green, club down. I think this one is heading for the bunker.
That's bad luck. That's a really bad lie in the bunker. This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. Setting up miles from the hole. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
And this one going left to right there, Luke.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. And that signs off on today's round. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.